What's going on? It's Coach Williams, and I'm back for another breakdown. So today we are going to talk Joe Milton. Joe Milton had an awesome performance in his first ever preseason game. So we're going to break it down and see some of the things that he did really well and some of the things that he can improve on. So let's just jump right into this thing, okay? So we know from the breakdown that we did of Joe Milton in the pre-draft process, some of his issues were like rhythm, timing, reading leverage, and things like that. And so this play, the first throw of his career, ended up being a completion, and it was an example of his improvement in that area, all right? So we've got this quarters structure here, right? Two high safeties, off corners, right? So quarters or maybe a cover two kind of structure here. So that's what he sees pre-snap. Okay. And so it's a 3-by-1 formation. So he's got this guy all the way over here by himself, Baker. And so he knows that he's got easy access to a short completion here. That's reading leverage. That's doing a good job of understanding the coverage. And so on this play here, we get this hitch, good rhythm, good timing, good accuracy. That was another issue that he had before. Puts it right on him, puts it on the face mask. And so the only negative about this play is the anticipation here, right? So we can see when he goes to throw and he sets to throw, right? The break has already been made by the receiver. Receiver already puts his foot in the ground. But I think this route was probably a route conversion. They converted the route because the DB is off, and you got to make sure that you're on the same page. These are two rookies right here. So either way, it's a completion. I'm not going to kill him for that. Really good job. First throw of your career, getting the ball out there and getting a completion. All right, so we'll see it from the tight angle here. So he's not really, and we talked about this in the pre-draft, he's not a twitchy quarterback. So this isn't like a twitchy, fast footwork. So that also leads to it not being an anticipatory throw. But either way, really good job of reading the coverage from the neck up that shows that there is a level of improvement. All right, so we got some under center here, okay? Under center. And we got this middle field closed structure. All right. Back to the basket play action here. Okay. And so if we rewind back here, we'll be able to see the concepts that we're getting here. Now, obviously, I'm not an offensive coach, but I think that the way that they read these things out is this receiver here. I think this is Butte. I think that he's running a corner route here, and that's probably the alert for the play. It's probably, okay, if we get this corner pressed up here, man-to-man coverage, one-on-one or whatever, we're going to throw the corner route here, but the corner is off, so that probably gets eliminated from the progression here, all right? And so when that gets eliminated, typically what they teach the quarterbacks to do on these boots is if the ball is in the flat, that's the first piece of the progression. You're going to throw the ball in the flat. We'll take the short thing right off the bat. And that's exactly what he does here. Okay. So he gets a nice short completion. But if that wasn't open, it would have been nice to be able to see him read these two backside in breakers here. Okay. And he probably would have wanted to throw it to this one. But either way, gets the ball out in the flat, completion, first down. That's what you want to see from the rookie quarterback. Really good processing here. Back to the basket play action. He knows he's got the flat wide open, doesn't take and waste any time, and that gives the receiver, the running back, the ability to get that rack, right? To get that run after catch and make sure that he gets the first down. And that's really important to see from a quarterback like him, who's really physically gifted, really loves the arm to be able to just take the layups. That's what you want to see from these young quarterbacks. All right, on this one, okay? So we got this bunch set here. And so I didn't say this on the last couple plays, but it's preseason. So a lot of these looks are typically vanilla, right? There's not a lot of disguise going on. Not any kind of like crazy coverage rotations like you see with the Chiefs where they're rotating the safeties all over the place. So it's been very vanilla so far. And then there will be a little bit of wrinkles, but this is not like, these are not insane NFL defenses that he's going to have to go up against, all right? So we can see on this one, this is the first time that we see like a real coverage rotation. And so we got the two high safeties here, and it turns into cover 3, middle field closed. All right. So we got middle field closed here, cover 3. And so bunch set, he's reading the coverage out. And so as we can see, he's reading this way. So his eyes in the progression are probably going between these two. But pressure comes, right? So pressure comes. And one thing that I noticed when he was at Tennessee is he wasn't really great. He's a good scrambler, but like he wasn't really great at having pocket presence and navigating the pocket. Well, as you can see here, really good job of climbing the pocket, 2 hands on the football, steps up. And so you'd like to see him get to the check down here, but he gets out of the pocket and makes a play with his legs. I don't have any problem with that, especially in today's modern NFL. It's a really good job. And they're going to see something really impressive from the tight angle here, all right? So play action again, drops back. He is just dead to rights right here, right? Got 2 guys barreling down on him, climbs the pocket, 2 hands on the football, steps up, and then he pumps, and those 10.5-inch hands come into play here. So 10.5-inch hands, really hard to grip this football when you wind up as hard as he did, but doesn't matter. He's able to hold on to that thing with those mitts, gets out here and shows the athleticism. Really impressive stuff from Joe Milton here, man. So next play, all right. 12 personnel here. Again, more play action, drops back. And again, he's getting pressure. Like, could he have stepped up here? Maybe he could have been able to step up in the pocket and make a play here. But either way, comes out the back door, and he's looking. And so typically, they're going to want him to be able to, throw this ball away, right? They're going to want him to throw it away and not try to extend the play. But he's just got the athleticism, takes advantage of it. He's got rookie brain here, because if we go back to the beginning of the play, I didn't want to break this one down too hard because he gets pressure immediately, so he's not really able to read the play out. But with the coverage rotation that they're having here, okay? So with the coverage rotation that they're having, and with where the break happens, right? Ball's probably going to Butte in this situation, right? That's probably where the ball should be going. And it shows here that he wanted to go to Butte. Like, he still read the play out, still read the rotation on the play with all this pressure happening. And you can see he wants to throw this ball to Butte, but very smart to not throw across his body, running away from this thing. And then scrambles out, makes some guys miss, gets out here, and gets a nice little chunk play, a little mini explosive play right here. Really good job from Joe Milton. This is impressive stuff, all right? So you can see pressure in his face the second his foot hits the ground. Right? He's going to need a couple hitches and climbs in the pocket to be able to hit Butte here. We can see that's where his eyes are. But either way, really good job of controlling himself, right? He really trusts the arm. He wants to throw it there. He does it twice. But either way, gets out of the pocket, makes a really impressive run here. All right, next play here. So again, more 12 personnel. We're seeing a lot of 12 personnel here. More play action, all right? And so this one here, if we rewind back, again, right, a little bit different of a coverage rotation. We're starting to see that a little bit more, right? It's not as stagnant. So you get this late rotation here, all right? And so this to me looks like man-to-man coverage, okay? And what they're running here is they're running seams in the middle and then stick routes on the outside, and that is not a man beater, right? So that's not a man beater right there. That's more of a zone beater, right? Because it looks like it could be cover 3, but we can see from the corners they're square to the line of scrimmage, so it's definitely man-to-man coverage. But he does, again, like I was saying before, navigating the pocket, right? There's a lot of craziness going on in here. This looks like an NFL pocket. He steps up, and then where does he go? Nice little touch, soft throw to the running back. That's something that they've said he's had a little bit of trouble with, throwing the ball 100 miles an hour. Well, he does a nice soft touch throw to the running back. Really good job of just reading the coverage out. He's playing at a high level from the neck up here, okay? So we can see this here. Drops back, steps up, gets out of the pocket, and then softly throws it to the running back. Really good play right there. That's quarterback play, all right? So first negative play that we're going to see from him, okay? So we got this 2x2 set here, okay? And so it's a mirrored concept here. We've got all out routes. So 4 out routes here, okay? And so he's working the top of the screen, opposite hash. We know he's got the big arm. He likes to throw the ball out there from the opposite hash to the field, but he's got to read this play out better. He's got to see pre-snap the leverage of the corner here, okay? So this looks like this could be quarters coverage here. And so he's got to read the leverage of the corner. The corner has outside leverage. And when you get these like double out routes, or you can see this with double slant too, yes, the first guy out here is the first read, right? So if it's double slant, the first guy on the inside is going to be the first read. But typically, you're going to throw the ball to the second guy. So on the out route, it would be the guy in the slot. You're typically going to throw it there because they're usually going to take that away. That's exactly what happens here, okay? And so instead of throwing the ball to the open man where he should, he throws it on the outside trying to, show off the arm. Almost gets intercepted. Really risky play right there, and we'll be able to see it from the tight angle. You'll see it even better. Wide open right here, right? Wide open. If he hits that throw with some anticipation, he's going to have a big play, all right? So last play, he finally gets the opportunity to show off the arm here, okay? And so, again, they're going to change the coverage late. Looks like it's going to be quarters or something like that. 2-eye structure. Safety comes down. His hips open up this way. Another mirrored concept. We've got 2 out and ups here. And so he does a really good job of looking off the safety. You can see it here. And he just, he puts some icing on the cake here. He knows he's reading the safety. He sees it right off the bat. That's exactly where his eyes are. He sees that his hips are pointed this way. Puts a little icing on the cake by doing that little just like subtle pump fake to keep him that way, to make sure that his guy is going to get one-on-one. His guy totally smokes him. Safety has no chance of being able to make a play on this football. And then the other thing that he does here, showing off the arm. This ball typically is going to have a little bit more arc. You're going to put it up and down. Well, he drives this bad boy down the field. Really big, impressive throw here from Joe Milton, showing off the arm strength, and we'll see it here. You'll see his eyes perfectly. We can see the stripe of the helmet. He's looking right here at the safety. So then he looks him off, gives a little bit of subtle body movement here, a little body language that he's going to throw this way to keep the safety moving to the middle of the field, resets, and throws a dime out here. So really impressive stuff from Joe Milton. Guy was a 6th round pick, getting drafted by a team that already drafted a quarterback number 3 overall, took advantage of his opportunities. But the thing that we got to understand, though, in all of this is these guys that he's playing against out here on the Panthers, they're going to be plumbers and insurance salesmen and stuff like that. So you can't go too crazy, but you do like to see the stuff from the neck up when the coverage rotations are a little less vanilla. Really impressive stuff from him. So that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. So as always, you know what it is. It's Coach Williams, Ball Hawks. We fly. I'm out. Peace.